Okay, what's up, everyone? It's Harrison and Abiet. Now, let me quickly say this. Listen, there is a very thin line between crypto and casino. In fact, there is a very close line between crypto and gambling. Now, we are back to that period of the year where all of a sudden we have so many financial instructors now, people who is going to teach you how to make 1000x in almost no time. Now, people who is actually going to teach you how to make 100x. Now, you see, all of a sudden, everyone is right now. We have so many gurus. The high caps coin are pumping, the mid caps are pumping, the low caps are pumping, the shit coins are pumping. Everyone is right now. In fact, if you go to YouTube, let me show you this. If you go to YouTube, and then I'm just going to click on this part that says cryptocurrency, okay? Now watch this. You will notice something very significant. Now watch this. This will make people rich, filthy rich. The number one most bullish crypto coin. Now, actually, what is actually going to make you super filthy rich? And again, let me just look for one more, and I'm going to show you. Just watch this. This guy is saying you can turn your $1,000 into $100,000. Top 3 crypto metaverse projects turn 1,000 into 100,000. Now, in fact, it is everywhere. All of the YouTube is filled with people who actually want to teach you how you can quickly multiply your $1,000 into $100,000. Now, you see, it is easy for someone to make money, so much money in crypto, then rub this money on your face and start making you feel so bad in a dinner party. But they would never tell you what they actually passed through to hold onto this particular project. Some of these coins, they've been holding this coin, but all of these coins had the attraction in 2021. But most of these coins were not created today. They were created so many years ago. So the massive profits came years later. And then, but you want to buy this coin all of a sudden today and become multi-rich. Now, this is what they would never tell you. Yes, they made 20x, they made 40x, but how long have they hold onto this project? Let me show you something. Now, if you check Binance, BNB coin, watch this. You would notice that when Binance coin was created, that was about 2017 or thereabout. Now, from 2017 all through, this is 2018, 2019, 2020, this coin was technically sleeping. It wasn't really doing anything significant. But all of a sudden, as we got to 2021, just watch this from January 2021, this is where all of the bubble actually happened. This is where all of the noise, all of the noise actually happening. Oh, sorry, let me delete this. Now, this is where all of the noise are actually happening. All of this noise actually happening in 2021. But this coin have been around since 2017 until 2020. There was no significant impact. Its impact came around in 2021. Now, watch this. If you check Phantom, now since 2018, the Phantom coin has literally been sleeping. 2019, still sleeping. 2020 still sleeping. But all of a sudden, as we got to 2021, all of the bubbles start happening. All of the big adoption and all of the noise start happening in 2021. But all through this particular space, it was almost like it was sleeping. Okay, now watch this again. We have Cardano. In 2017, it had a little bubble in 2017. But immediately after that bubble, it went back to sleep. Kind of like went back to sleep, and it was sleeping in all of these years. And watch this. Now we have 2017 sleeping, 18 sleeping, 2019 sleeping, 2020 sleeping. But all of a sudden, as we got to 2021, there was this big noise. So big noise everywhere. And of course, let me show you almost this one. Now we have Ethereum too, the same thing. Now watch this. Ethereum was also doing the exact same thing. This was 2015, sleeping, 2016, sleeping. And then as we got to 2017, there was a little noise about Ethereum. But immediately after that, it went back to sleep, going back to a very deep sleep. And then, let's say deep sleep, make some noise over here. Was sleeping. Then, but in 2021, all of the adoption suddenly happened. And the noise and everything came back in exactly 2021. Watch this. This is where the noise started. Now, you would notice that all of these coins that are making wave today, most of them were not created today. Now, those people who were able to hold onto this particular project, since when it was created up until date, are the ones making the noise today. Because if you get into crypto with the mindset of buying this project today and getting super rich tomorrow, technically you just left crypto and then you just brought yourself right into casino in the same field. We're in the same game actually, but different level. You are still in the casino level. Because we actually understand that sometimes this project need time to build. They need time, they need our support to build. And then in the next market cycle, that is when I will start making the noise about them. Not this particular cycle. Now, but the truth is that a lot has changed now. Now watch this. Let me show you something. Watch this. Now this is Shiba Inu. This coin was created just last year, August last year. And today, this coin has made over $71 million percent. I mean, this is insane. $71 million. Watch this. This coin has made $71 million percent in less than 1 year. This is insane, bro. This coin was not created as long as other coins were created. These are just recently created projects. Up to just 1 year, 12 months. And today, it has made over $71 million percent. That means if you in 71 million percent, now that means if you invested $1 in Shiba Inu, you would possibly have made $71 million. Okay, let me show you. This is Axie Infinity. Axie Infinity is just a very new project that was created in November last year. Just, let me say 12 months now. And today, it has made over 114,000%. Axie Infinity, under 12 months. But these other coins were created earlier and they were sleeping for so many years until this year they gained traction. All of these coins, they were sleeping for so many years until this year they gained traction. But something has suddenly happened. The likes of Shiba Inu was just being created last year, and so far so good. The success has been amazing. So if you held this coin for just 12 months, you would possibly make insane profit under 1 year compared to the OGs that has been holding some coins like BNB for so many years before they eventually get to see profit. And I'll tell you why this is happening. Now watch this. Axie Infinity, the same thing. And then if you check Solana, this coin was created just last year, about April last year. And in just 12 months time, only 12 months, Solana has been able to make over 42,000%. So if you had held this coin for just 12 months, now you don't have to hold this coin for like 10 years again. Something has changed. Coins that was made just 1 year ago is making 42,000%. That's like 42x, and that's insane. Watch this. This is Avalanche. Avalanche was created, I think, about September last year. All of these coins were done last year. And watch this. This coin has done over, I think, 4,000%, and is almost at the top of its game. In just under 1 year, it is crushing about $28 billion market cap. Now, my point exactly. Now, listen, the speed of innovation in crypto is becoming very obvious. Now, everyone has understand that if you do not build fast, you will be overtaken. Now, this is why I would quickly say this. It is much more profitable if you are hodling now than it would have been if you were hodling before. Because from the graph, we can clearly see from the charts that these old coins took so many years to gain traction. But these suddenly created new coins didn't even take that long, and they're actually winning. Therefore, every crypto project understand that there is need for speed now. People don't have to wait for so many years before they could be profit. And this is a good news for everybody. I tell you, if you want to make money in crypto, some of the profits that we've made this year, actually we held this coin for over 1 year ago. Now you see, you have to hold this asset for some time. You have to develop the long-term mentality. Otherwise, you would technically be taking yourself into casino while others are doing crypto. Now watch this. But it is not all of the assets that you will be holding for long. There are some assets that you will hold, and then at the end of the day, you would end up losing. So now I'm going to help you on some metrics you should be looking at before you can decide whether or not you should hold an asset. Now, let me show you very quickly. Now, the first thing I actually want you to look at is, for instance, let's see Solana. Now, watch this. Solana, let's see, like, for instance, watch this. Solana actually I think few weeks ago, Solana had issues. Just notice this. The price of Solana collapsed from 208,000 down to 100 and I think 25,000. Yes, from 208,000 down to 125, and that was about 50% decrease, almost close to 50% decrease. Now, what actually happened there was that, Solana was designed to actually manage about 50,000 transactions per second, 50,000 TPS. But the adoption of Solana went beyond what they can actually manage. So there was a lot of pressure on the network. And the blockchain collapsed. Solana literally went offline. So people were scared. People were literally scared. People were just beginning to FUD, fear, uncertainty, and doubt. They were scared. And then people started dumping their coins. They dumped their coins all the way from 208,000. The same token that have taken them from nothing to about $208. They dumped it to almost 125,000 simply because this coin went offline. Now, but currently Solana is at $214 still trading. So now they fixed their shit and they are still winning. So if you are investing based on the price movement, you're wrong, because this is not a long-term metrics. I'm going to help you to give you some insights on what you should always be looking at before you can decide whether or not you should hold an asset. This is very important because very soon I will start making some calls. I'll start calling some powerful gems that you need to hold. I promise you, some of this call is actually going to make a lot of you fucking rich in this same platform. But if you do not hold this coin with the right mindset, you may be losing out of the profit. So very important. Now watch this. The first thing I want you guys to be looking at before you can decide whether or not you should hold an asset is, don't look at the price of an asset. Price is a fool's metrics. Price is a blind metrics. It does not give you an insight whether or not this particular asset is doing well or not. All right. So what should you be looking at? Very important. The first thing I want you guys to be looking at is you have to look at the team and the developers of an asset before you make your financial decision. Before you start buying a coin, it is left for you to do your own research. And one of the key research you should be looking at is the team of the project. For instance, you can see Solana, they had their downtime, but the team was still strong, and they were able to, still keep the temper and bring back their projects to where it was. This can only be an effort of a genuine team. So now you also have to be very very careful to find out if these people have quality developers, because it is not enough for a project to promise heaven and earth that they would build this, they would change the world. If these guys are not having quality developers in their team, most likely they will fail, or they would end up building a very low quality project that will get hacked after 2 months, and then everyone will lose their money and this project goes back to zero. Very important. So you have to find out if the team behind this project is quality enough. And then you also have to find out if the developers are actually quality enough. Sometimes it is very difficult to know who the developers are, but it is not really difficult to know who the team are. Because if you can find out whom the team is, it is easier to predict who the developers should be from the team. It's just common sense. Now, the next thing you want to be looking at is what problem are they solving? I mean, is these guys bringing a new solution to the table, or they're trying to solve an already existing solution? Because some of these projects are just bunch of copycats. Are they coming in with with a new resolution, or these guys are actually trying to copy an existing project? So you have to find out their angle of solution, because this will help you to know, okay, this is a technology that will change the world, or this particular technology, well, it is maybe they're trying to improve on someone else's mistakes. So you have to find out. And now the next thing I want you that is very important is to find out how much capital that was raised. Listen, it is very important that a project have money, because they have to pay their developers, they have to pay for marketing, they have to pay a lot of things comes into play before this particular project gets into traction, and this takes money. So you have to find out the TVL, total value locked, or total value secured, how much this particular project has been able to raise, because it is from this money that they will use to finance the whole project. If they do not raise any money, just run away, run away. All they can only offer at that point is promises that is almost very difficult to fulfill. So capital is very important. And when you have looked at this basic stuff, although there are actually so many stuff, but I don't want to make a very long video. When you've looked at this basic stuff, these are the basic stuff that actually control the price. The price may not appreciate now, but when all of this gets into play, the capital gets into play, the developers get into play, the team gets into play, and then the problem at which they're solving is properly utilized, the roadmap and the fundamentals is in place. Because sometimes, so it is your responsibility to support them with your money and give them enough time to build. And if you come back at the end of the day, when this project has gained massive traction, I promise you, you will make multiple times of your investment. And this is how we secure the 10x, 20x, 100x in this project. Well, actually, I don't want to make a very long video. I will just stop right in here. Well, actually, I don't want to make a very long video. I'll just stop right in here. But let me quickly say this. There is a very thin line between crypto and casino.